Well, austerity in essence takes three possibilities for a shortfall in government expenditures and reduces it to one possible solution. That solution being to cut government services. Of course, there's three things you can do if your government is not balancing the books. The first is to cut government services. The second is to increase revenues by increasing taxes. And the third is to run a deficit. That is to say, to not balance the books in that particular year, or even for a long string of years, or ever, in fact. And so the austerity school says that only one of those options should be considered, and that is cutting government expenditures. And so in fact, across the board, we've substantially reduced the size of government. This isn't necessarily over the last couple of years, but over the last 20 or 30 years. Governments in Canada, particularly at the federal level, have become substantially smaller than they used to be as proportion as the size of the economy. And so in essence, there's already been ongoing austerity for years. Now there's been more cuts in the last couple years, particularly at the federal level, where we see in the neighborhood of $15 billion a year in expenditures being cut. And what that means is reduced services for the people that need the most and so on. But the other two possibilities are often far less considered. An increase in taxes, whether that's on the corporate side or the personal side or on the consumption side through things like the GST. And the third option, of course, is continuing to run deficits for long periods of time, which is absolutely something that governments can do and likely should be doing to a much greater degree than they have been in the past.